Life isn't waiting for you. Success isn't searching for you. And destiny isn't written for you, it's written by you. Today, I want you to remember one thing. Your story is still in your hands. No matter where you started, you can build a life that makes the world stop and watch. 1. The truth about success. Most people think success is luck. Some think it's talent. But those who finally make it, the ones whose names you remember, they know the truth. Success is built by the person who refuses to quit. Every champion you admire once stood exactly where you stand today. Confused, scared, tired, unsure. But they pushed anyway. They failed, learned, improved, and rose again. That is the formula. That is the price. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be persistent. 2. Outgrow your old self. Life changes the moment you change. Your old habits can't build your dream life. Your old excuses can't open new doors. If you want a different future, you must become a different version of yourself. Wake up earlier. Work on your goals before the world wakes up. Cut the noise. Remove distractions. Stop wasting your energy proving yourself to people who aren't even trying in life. You owe yourself more than you give others. You deserve to meet the strongest version of yourself. 3. The silent work is what wins. People celebrate your success, but they never see your suffering. They admire the results, but ignore the sacrifices. That's why winners are comfortable being misunderstood. When you grind in silence, when you study when others party, when you work while others sleep, when you stay disciplined while others give up, you separate yourself. Success doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from thousands of small moments no one sees. 4. Belief, the engine of success. If you don't believe in yourself, no strategy will save you. No motivation will last, because belief is the engine that drives action. Every great achievement began with someone who believed before the world understood. Believe that you can rise from the bottom. Believe that your past does not control your future. Believe that your dreams are valid even if no one claps for you. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not behind. You're exactly where your journey begins. 5. The power of pain and failures. Pain is not your enemy. Failure is not your punishment. Both are your teachers. Every failure is feedback. Every setback is preparation. Every tough moment is shaping you for something greater. When life hits you hard, don't break, build. When it gets heavy, don't surrender, strengthen. Because the struggle you face today will become the strength you need tomorrow. This is how warriors are made. 6. Discipline, the real game changer. Motivation is good, but motivation fades. What wins is discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline turns average people into legends. When you stay disciplined long enough, the world has no choice but to reward you. Your future self is watching you right now, begging you to not give up. Give that future version of you a reason to be proud. 7. The world belongs to the brave. Most people live small because they fear failure. Most people settle because they fear judgment. Most people quit because they fear discomfort. But the world doesn't reward the fearful. It rewards the brave. Be brave enough to start. Be brave enough to continue. Be brave enough to fight for your dreams even when the world doubts you. Your courage today will build the life you dream of living. 8. You have one life. Make it count. You will never get this day again. You will never hold this moment again. So use it, improve, grow, try again. Do not waste your life replaying your mistakes. Do not waste your energy comparing yourself to others. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you want. Listen carefully. You were born to do something great. You were created with purpose, and your potential is far greater than your fears. This is your time, your moment, your season to rise. Stand up, show up, and fight for the life you deserve. Part 2. There comes a moment in every person's life when the noise of the world fades, and in the silence, a whisper rises from within. You were made for more. Maybe you ignored that voice. Maybe life buried it under doubt, fear, and disappointment. Maybe you stopped believing in it because people around you stopped believing in you. But the truth remains. You were not born for mediocrity. You were not born to just exist. You were born to rise, to build, to conquer, to inspire, to leave a mark. Every era of greatness was shaped by someone who listened to that whisper. The same whisper you feel inside right now. This message, this moment, this script is the spark to awaken your potential. Today, you stop merely surviving. Today, you begin the journey toward your strongest, most powerful version. Today, you step onto the path of becoming unbreakable. Chapter 1. The truth about success and failure. Success is not luck. Success is not magic. Success is not something life gives to chosen people. Success is earned through persistence, resilience, and unwavering discipline. You see people winning. You see people living with freedom, wealth, influence, confidence. And somewhere inside you wonder, why not me? Why does my journey feel harder? Why do others rise while I struggle? But what you don't see is the hidden chapter of their story. The nights they cried silently. The days they felt lost. The failures that broke them. The sacrifices nobody noticed. The discipline they forced on themselves. The moments they wanted to quit but didn't. Every legend was once a beginner. Every champion was once invisible. Every success story was once filled with doubt. What set them apart was not talent, not intelligence, not luck. It was unshakable persistence. Persistence becomes a weapon. Persistence becomes armor. Persistence turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. You will fall. You will get hurt. You will face setbacks. But persistence ensures one thing. You always rise again. Chapter 2. The power of pain. Let this sink deeply into your heart. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your catalyst. Most people run from pain. They numb it with distractions. They avoid it out of fear. They hide from it because it feels uncomfortable. But the ones who rise, the ones whose names echo long after they're gone, they embrace pain and ask it a single question. What are you trying to teach me? Pain shapes you. Pain refines you. Pain exposes your weaknesses and turns them into strengths. Diamonds are created under crushing pressure. Steel is forged in burning fire. Muscles grow when they tear and rebuild. And human character is formed through adversity. If everything were easy, you would remain weak. If life gave you everything instantly, you would never develop discipline. If nothing challenged you, you would never discover your full strength. So when life hits you hard, when the world turns cold, when everything feels like it's falling apart, understand this. Your pain is not the end of your story. Your pain is the birthplace of your transformation. Chapter 3. Your past does not define you. Some of you are prisoners of your past. You replay old failures. You carry old heartbreaks. You remember every insult, every mistake, every regret. But listen closely. Your past is not your identity. Your past is your experience. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to reinvent yourself completely. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are signs of survival. Your past hardships did not break you. They prepared you. Your failures didn't defeat you. They educated you. The greatest stories ever written are stories of people who rose from their lowest moments. People who had reasons to quit, but chose to continue. People who had nothing, but built everything. People who took their broken pieces and constructed a masterpiece. Your past is raw material. You are the artist, and your future is still unwritten. Chapter 4. Belief, the foundation of everything. You can have skills. You can have dreams. You can have opportunities. But without self-belief, nothing works. Belief is not about hype. Belief is not about temporary motivation. Belief is your inner foundation. Life will test your patience. Life will test your spirit. Life will test your strength. And if your belief is weak, you will break. But if your belief is strong, if you hold on to your inner fire, you will rise every single time. Believe in success before you see success. Believe in your potential even when others doubt you. Believe in the process even when results are slow. Belief is the root. Actions are the branches. Success is the fruit. Everything begins with your mind. Chapter 5. Discipline, the real king. Motivation is the start. Discipline is the finish. Motivation fades with mood. Discipline thrives in consistency. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. Anyone can feel motivated for a day. Only a disciplined person can stay committed for months, years, a lifetime. Discipline means showing up on days you're tired, stressed, uninspired, or afraid. Discipline means choosing long-term goals over short-term temptations. Discipline means doing what's right, not what's easy. Discipline is the quiet force behind every great success. It is the reason some people rise while others remain stuck. It is the difference between potential and achievement. Build discipline, and discipline will build your destiny. Chapter 6. The silent work. There is a kind of work the world never sees. The early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the failures, the self-doubt, the lonely grind. People see the success but never the struggle. They admire the outcome but ignore the effort. They celebrate your wins but were never there for your battles. But the silent work is where true greatness is crafted. In silence, character grows. In silence, skill develops. In silence, mastery is built. If you feel unseen right now, if you feel like no one recognizes your effort, good, because your silence is shaping your strength. And one day, the world will see what you built when no one was watching. Chapter 7. The power of choice. Every morning, life hands you a choice. Will you repeat your old patterns, or will you step into your greatest potential? Life is not random. Life is built choice by choice. Every day you choose discipline or distraction, growth or excuses, action or delay, courage or fear. Your choices today determine your reality tomorrow. Small choices create massive consequences. Little habits shape your destiny. Consistency builds empires. You are always one decision away from a different life. Chapter 8. The world belongs to the brave. Why do most people never achieve their dreams? It's not because they're incapable. It's because they're afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to be judged. Afraid to look foolish. Afraid to step into the unknown. But here is the truth. Fear holds more people back than failure ever did. The world does not reward those who hide. The world rewards those who dare. Be the person who tries. Be the person who rises. Be the person with courage in their chest and fire in their soul. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is choosing to act despite fear. The world belongs to the brave. Chapter 9. Become the strongest version of yourself. Your life changes the moment you decide to transform. Stop quitting. Stop delaying. Stop making excuses. Stop fearing opinions. Stop shrinking yourself to fit small minds. There is a version of you, focused, disciplined, powerful, waiting to be unleashed. That version has clarity. That version has purpose. That version has strength. That version has unstoppable determination. Become that version. Let go of everything that weakens you. Build everything that strengthens you. Once you meet your strongest version, your fears lose power. Your doubts fade. Your limits disappear. You become truly unbreakable. Chapter 10. Your future is watching. Your future self is real. They depend on your effort today. They rely on your discipline. They trust your decisions. They hope you don't quit. Imagine meeting your future self. Will they thank you or regret you? Will they say, "Because of you, I'm living my dream"? Or will they say, "You had the chance. Why didn't you take it?" Every day is a seed. Every action is an investment. Every effort builds your future. Work for them. Fight for them. Sacrifice for them. Your future is watching. Finally,